The next section on our review sheet reviews multi-step word problems. Question number 14 states, Anara has 22 stuffed animals. She wants to give 4 stuffed animals, which is what it is supposed to say. Sorry about that, guys. To her 5 friends. How many video games will she have left? Still supposed to say stuffed animals. I must have been reading something else as I was doing this problem that made me think about video games. So I'm going to read this problem one more time so I could have a full understanding of it. Anara has 22 stuffed animals. She wants to give 4 stuffed animals to her 5 friends. How many stuffed animals will she have left? All right, so I understand this problem that she has 22 stuffed animals at first. She has 4 stuffed animals. She wants to give 4 of them to each of her 5 friends. And then we're trying to figure out how many stuffed animals she have left after she gives those away. Now I'm going to plan it out. So here's my total. She has 22 stuffed animals. I'll put A for animals. And she wants to give 4 of them to her 5 friends. So I'm going to make these 5 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these is friend 1, friend 2, friend 3, friend 4, and then friend 5. And this will be how much she has left. So she gives 4 stuffed animals to each of those 5 friends. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And then this is what I'm solving for is how much she has left. Plan my problem. I'm going to solve it. I see 5 equal groups of 4. So I'm going to do 5 times 4 equals 20. And I want to know how many she will have left. So she started out with 22. She gave 20 away. So she has 2 stuffed animals left. 2 left. Solved it. I'm going to check it over. I'm going to do this quick mental math in my head. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 22 minus 2. 22 minus 20 stuffed animals that she gave away is 2. So I checked my work over, and it makes sense. And I solved what they're asking for, which is how many she has left. So make sure when you guys are looking on the test and it is multiple choice, you are not picking an answer that is larger than how many she gave away. Good job. Okay, the next one, number 15, says, there are 103 students in 4th grade at Duval Charter School at Coastal. Miss Murray took 28 students to work on their science projects. Miss Fleming divided the rest of the students into 4 groups to work on their essay. Write an equation to solve how many groups of students will write essays. All right, so we need to write an equation. So we're not actually solving and checking it, but if you would like to go through those steps, you may as well. So there are 103 students total. So I'm going to put T for total up there. Miss Murray took 28 students. So she took those students away, and they're working on their science project. Then Miss Fleming divided the rest of the students, so the rest of them, into 4 groups to work on their essays. And I want an equation to solve how many groups, which is going to be listed as G, about the students that will write essays. So G is the group that is talking about that's going to be doing the essays. Okie dokie. So I understand that there are students in 4th grade and that Miss Murray took some of them to work on their science project. After Miss Murray took those kids to work on their science project, whoever is left, Miss Fleming divided them into groups in her classroom. So I want to know how many groups of students are working with Miss Fleming working on their essays. So I understand and I could visualize what's going on in the problem. Next, I'm going to plan this out. We will draw our tape diagram for this. Might be a little difficult, but we could do it. So I know that there's 103 total students. I knew Miss Murray took 28 of them. Then these remaining ones were divided into 4 different groups. So 1, 2, 3. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Now, I'm going to write an equation for it. So we started out with 103 students. Miss Murray took some students away. If she took those students away and I'm trying to find the remaining ones, I think that would be subtraction. So I'm going to take away 28. Next, however many was left, she divided those kids into 4 groups. So I'm going to divide that by 4. But wait, orders of operations tell me I always have to start with division. And I don't want to do 28 divided by 4 first. That 28 is how many people Miss Murray took away. So I'm going to put 103 into parentheses in order to do that first. That 103 minus 28. So I could solve that first and then divide by 4. And that will give me how many students are in each group in Miss Fleming's class. This one is a little tricky. You might have to rewatch this part in order to re-understand this. I'll quickly go over it one more time. There was 103 total students. Miss Murray took away those 28 of them after she did that. So we put that in parentheses so we make sure we do it first. After she did that, Miss Fleming divided the rest of the kids into 4 groups, and that will give us how many groups are in each group in Miss Fleming's classroom. One more of these types of problems. Katie read 67 pages of her book on Friday. On Saturday, she read 79 pages. After Sunday, she had 203 pages read in total. What would be a good estimate for the number of pages she read on Sunday? Understand, plan, solve, and check is our strategy. Katie read 67 pages of her book on Friday. Saturday, she read 79 pages. And after Sunday, she read 203 pages in total. And I'm looking for a good estimate of the numbers of pages she read on Sunday. So I'm trying to look for Sunday. So I'm looking for Sunday. And I am trying to find an estimate as well. That's very important. So now I'm going to plan it out. So I know she read, since I'm doing estimate, I'm going to round these all to the nearest 10 or 100, depending on if it's in the tens place or the hundreds place. If it's in the tens place, I'm going to round to the nearest 10. If it's in the hundreds place, I'm going to round to the nearest 100. So she read 203 pages, which I'm going to round to 200. 1 second, let me get the lights. So I'm going to round 203 pages total to 200 pages total. Next, I'm going to divide this up into the 3 days that she read the books. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On the first day, 67, that rounds to 70. Saturday, she read 79 pages, which will round up to 80. And I'm trying to figure out how many pages she read on Sunday. So I'm going to think about this kind of like a number bond. This is the total. I have 2 of the pieces, and I'm trying to find the third piece. So the first thing I'm going to do is add up the pages that she read on Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to do 70 plus 80 equals 150. So 150 total is right here. And then I'm trying to figure out how many pages about she read on Saturday. So I'll do 200 minus 150, which will give me 50. So I think she read about 50 pages on Sunday. About. That little squiggly equal sign means about. So I think about 50 pages would be a good estimate to what she read on Sunday. Come back for our last section, which is multiplication, for the next video.